All right, guys, this is Chris Fagan here with T3 Medias, and I'm with my friend Joe Perez. We're watching his favorite movie, Shaun of the Dead. Joe, say what's up.
What's going on?
Why is this your favorite movie? Sean wanted to know that. I'm
Uh,
curious.
I don't know. I mean, my girlfriend actually introduced this to me a few years back, even though it came out, I believe, in 2003.
Mm-hmm.
And I just fell in love with Simon Pegg, the actor, and pretty much, I guess, English culture too. Just
You've been watching a lot more British broadcasting.
yeah,
That's weird. Me too.
I've even watched BBC a few times. No, but I mean,
Porn.
just the Scotland, the Ireland, and the England culture. I've been fascinated with, so I've been keeping up with that. And then, of course, the Simon Pegg movies as well. So,
We also have Joy here with me in the studio. I'm gonna try to get her mic all the way over there and make sure that I can see her. We're doing this stuff at the last second, trying to get this stuff all situated. But let me plug you in, babe, and that way I'll feel like I'm gonna count this as a movie date. Let me see here. Hold on. Ooh, that hurt my ears. Yeah, that wasn't painful at all. Tap that microphone, babe. Yeah, we go. That should be able to hear you pretty good. You don't even remember if you've seen this or not yet, right?
I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. So I've seen it before, but I haven't watched it in a long time, so it's gonna be like watching it for the first time again for me. All right, Joe. You ready to hit play?
yeah, just give me a countdown.
All right, guys. We're starting off. The screen is already at what 2 seconds in on the FBI anti-piracy warning. Please, guys, do not watch this movie pirated or distributed if you are not the manufacturer. You know, Simon Pegg will come to your house and kick your ass. As we all know, he's a badass now. Was ever since Mission Impossible, right? So rent it and watch it responsibly. All right, so let's watch it. Here we go. Starting. Let's hit the play button in 3, 2, 1, go. Let me know where you're at, and I'll let you know if we're in sync here. I'm like, what, 15 seconds in?
Yeah, the
Logo.
Universal sign is starting.
Yeah, it's already started.
Yeah,
You're 25 seconds in now. 7, 8, 9.
I'm at 31.
I'm like like a little millisecond ahead of you. All right, that's cool.
You can do a quick pause maybe, and then
Oh, no, we're good. No, as long as 1 second won't make a difference. Oh yeah, it sounds in sync on my end. Wait, what?
working title is coming on the screen.
Yeah, okay. I'm about to ask. Well, I recognize that title, working title. And Joe,
Yeah,
you
I
said you
have a
can't
lot of
remember if
this
you saw this
memorized,
before.
unfortunately.
This was like the first movie that Simon Pegg did that like broke him out as a American star, right?
Yeah, it was it's British comedy, and I remember seeing Hot Fuzz, and I wasn't too excited about it when I first saw the trailer for it, but then later on, after, like I said earlier, my girlfriend introduced me to this. That's when I found out they were linked, and
Mm,
I started watching that one, and then followed with the rest of his movies.
yeah.
I will admit, the first time I watched this, there was a lot of terminology I wasn't familiar with. The British slang, I guess you can call it. So I had to, definitely watch it a few times to make out some of the things they were saying, and then
Oh
look them
yeah.
up and see what they meant.
So what? They just at a pub? Are they breaking up with us? I can't remember.
No, they're not breaking up at the pub. They're just, she's just basically saying that she wants to spend more time with them, but she's always with her friend.
Yeah. She looks familiar too. I've seen her in some other movies.
Yeah, she's been in a few movies. The one who plays his girlfriend.
Always taking me to see these listed buildings, and I'm always driving into the theatre.
I'm not so hard on theatre.
Why am I nice to you? It's your anniversary soon, isn't it?
It was last week.
Did you do anything special? We came here.
Shaun, hold on.
What the hell was that? What did he throw at him?
I think it's kind of like
Some
like
peanuts?
bar nuts,
No.
peanuts.
Should I put the subtitles on?
I want to live a little. I want you to want to too.
Yeah, ours are in sync right now because I can hear yours.
Yeah.
Not that I know what she sounds like.
You still haven't met his mum? Not yet.
Yeah, so that's another thing. They don't say mom; they say mum.
Mum. Yeah, mum's the word.
Shane, very much.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
I love his mum. Ed.
She's like butter.
Come on, guys. Please. Look,
You know, you would think the British people. I guess you kind of get an impression that they're more proper.
Man, they're just as
than
crazy as we
but
are.
they cuss just as much as we do.
Even more, probably.
things will change.
It's only the politicians that try to act like they're all regal and proper. But have you
Yeah,
seen
they
their Senate and their debates and stuff? They go crazy. They talk over the prime minister. They don't give a damn. The zombies are attacking. Blah 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 blah. It's all crazy.
The Parliament.
The parliament, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to visit one day.
What, England?
Hmm.
Babe, would you want to go to England on our honeymoon? Go to British? She probably knows that I will be out there going, look at all these. What the hell? Are these dudes supposed to be listening to music? Oh, these real zombies. Those aren't real zombies. It's just what's
See,
showing
but,
how.
I mean, they're portraying zombies, but they're going along with the beat of the song.
I guess it's just
So
showing
these
how.
that spot
bro,
they just showed is a real place, but
yeah,
this house they built in studio.
this dude's just. I remember this part. He's just waking up, right?
Right.
Uh-oh. I'm loading now. How many seconds are you in? What's your number at?
I'm at 5 minutes.
5 minutes and what? Like,
I'm at 5:07.
hold on 1 second. Let me know when you're at 5:20.
All right. Now.
I'm not saying it was you. I know, man. I'm saying
Oh, what you're at right now?
right. Can't live like this.
5:30.
Just look at the state of it. Ross, you and Tony.
5:36. 7.
Brings a bit.
Yeah, we're
All right.
about. I think we're about the same again.
Okay. I had a loading issue. It buffered for a second.
What's a college to you?
Is this his boss or just a coworker?
It's primary school.
No, this is his roommate. They all live together. Well, them two live together, but Ed's been staying with them for quite some time, and they're talking about it. That he just hangs around, doesn't work, doesn't contribute to the house in any way.
It's like the guy on the couch from from Half Baked.
So he's telling him right now that was 5 years ago. When is he going home?
I was going to say, reload. On it. Since. Oh, sorry, shot.
I probably shouldn't have put this on high definition. I probably should have put it in standard. Yeah, maybe I could. If I switch it now, it's gonna buffer. So I'll probably just have to suffer through.
I got nothing.
Yeah, I think you're like a second ahead of me, but it's all right.
Myself. All right. Bye. This Ed. Since you're not working at the moment, could you please clean up a bit? Yeah.
Hold on.
If you play the answer machine, could you take down everyone's messages, not just your own? Yeah. It's not that tough.
He's not even listening to him.
I see some people on it, just scrap up people.
Yeah, Shaun is, he doesn't really want to, have
I
any
am a
confrontation. He's that type of person. He just wants everyone to get along.
How many times have you watched this movie?
I ain't doing nothing.
Honestly, too many to count.
Oh, sorry.
And this is the movie that
Way
makes you
too
want to go to
many
England?
times.
No. I'm sorry, Shaun. Oh.
That's some shit that you and Shaun would do.
I am not laughing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he ripped.
So
the
y'all could be
uniform.
roommates. I couldn't be roommates with you or him.
That was a close encounter.
Tied up today, so when you put the table, can you make it 8 rather than 7? I'll try to work. Bye, bye, bye.
That's when me and Kim first started dating. She would do that impression, that bye bye bye. It was funny.
What is he working at? A convenience store?
So this whole walking to the store, he's going to go pick up a drink before he goes to work. This is all real location.
Yeah.
I think this is like, I want to say southern. A lot of the places they film are just right outside of London.
I heard living in London is like living in like Manhattan of New York. You know, people don't really.
Yeah, you want to be a little bit on the outskirts. So they're like out towards the what we would equivalent to the Beltway 8 or something.
That's Houston, Texas, folks.
Nelson.
Their Pringles is just like our Pringles.
Yeah, they pretty much have all the same thing. Probably just pay a little bit more since it's, I guess, considered import, right?
I like the way that this movie like purposely tries to steer him away from anything where he was about to read that zombies were out there and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Anything that was about to tip him off.
Yeah, his suspicion starts right here with you know
seeing people
things
fall
happening.
Under the weather. So I will be taking charge as the oldest senior.
out. That's the oldest.
So we can always
This guy in front, who's the bigger guy, winds up being with him in a lot of his movies in the future.
I was totally munted last night.
Like one of his Seth Rogen posses.
Yeah, you would never know, but the sequel to Jurassic World, he was the main antagonist. He was the young guy.
Fallen Kingdom.
Yeah, in Fallen Kingdom, he was the one taking care of the house, the younger guy.
I still haven't seen that one yet.
Oh, okay.
As Mr. Sloven always says, there's no I in team, but there is an I in pie. There's an I in meat pie. The anagram of meat is team.
When he said Ash was out, that was a reference to Army of Darkness.
Keep your ear on, Grandad. Hey, what?
Bruce Campbell's character.
Yeah.
20, 21, 17. Well, look, I know you don't want to be here forever. You know,
Yeah, not forever like you.
you got red on you.
Oh, the pen leaked.
Yeah, he gives him crap because he's considered a granddad, even though he's 29. And I want to say he was around. I think he was in his early 30s when he made this film, so that was about right.
Oh, so he's playing a 29-year-old. See, look right there. There was some evidence of zombie stuff happening right there. They just keep passing it by.
Yeah, so that's his. That's
Look at those TVs, man. Look how. When was this movie made again?
2003. It was right when flat screens
were too expensive.
So yeah, it's a little bit older. This electronic store is a real.
Oh wow, boy, I recognize him from Underworld.
Yeah, he's been in a bunch of movies.
Trust you haven't forgotten.
You have broken the covenant.
No, I haven't forgotten.
Yeah, he puts emphasis on stepdad for him in this movie because he raised him since he was 13.
From a garage forecourt. I wasn't gonna. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Okay. You've got red on you.
I guess everybody's gonna say that to him through the whole movie. You got red on you.
Pretty much, yeah.
You said that's his stepdad?
Yeah, it's a stepdad. He raised him since he was 13.
I come through and speak to your dad. A, he's not my dad. Okay, he's my stepdad. And B, it was an emergency. What, like buying your mum some flowers? No matter what you might think, okay, I do not find it difficult to keep my work and my social life separate. Go on. It's listening. Hello. Hello.
Just quickly, did you get my message?
Yep.
So at the beginning, she was complaining about how they don't spend enough time together.
Yep.
And this is her second reminder that, he promised that they were going to go to a nice restaurant.
Kind of like
course,
me,
you know,
how I
he's-
have to always be reminded with Joy that we got a date. She always gives me that look. I thought we were going out, and I'm like,
So of course he's distracted, and
I'm always pretending like I remember.
yeah,
There for my mum.
To a wonderful mum or pal, super mum.
The first one.
Oh, there's a zombie. I guess the pigeons would be the easiest prey. They don't really run from us anymore. He got one, didn't he?
yep.
I guess he was kind of like 80% zombie. Like he didn't know if he should attack humans or what. No, yeah, she's definitely gonna fall on you. Bus driver looks bored. Everybody looks bored in England. Like this makes me not want to visit England at all.
Right. I don't know. It just seems good for me. So he gets out because there's a
Oh shit.
blockage, but that dude's all laid out in his car.
How you doing?
Yeah, is that dude head forward on his?
Yeah, I think he got killed by a zombie, and that's what caused the.
It's like the whole universe is trying to distract him of the zombie apocalypse that's like all around him. That was the brilliant thing about this movie.
Yeah.
It's 3.
Probably making fun of how we're all oblivious. This was before smartphones. This would have been brilliant for like 2010, 11 with smartphones. Everybody's got their face planted. That would have been the reason why he couldn't see anything today.
So he bumped into a friend, and he helped her. She helped him remind him that he was supposed to book a restaurant for him and his girlfriend.
Oh yeah, he's about to lose his girl.
I had a few beers when I finished. Any messages? What? Well, your mum rang about going around tomorrow night, and then Liz rang about the two of you eating out tonight, and then your mum rang back to see if I wanted to eat her out tonight. What?
What? You fucking
Yeah, that's the second reference he talked about his mom.
talking about eating her out?
Yeah, because the first one was like she was like butter when he was singing it at the beginning.
Yeah.
So he has a thing for his mom.
What am I going to do? Where are we going to go?
They show his mom in this movie.
Don't be stupid.
Yeah, they show her.
Can't remember who she is. I'm gonna be surprised.
Hello.
Ah, fuck, he's buffering again.
Hello. So, what's the plan then?
We're in sync now.
Oh, good.
What do you mean?
Oh, now we're not. It buffered again. I'm gonna switch it to
I thought you said it was all okay.
standard definition. All right. Let me know. Just you keep going. You're gonna be the source. Just let me know where you're at.
I thought you said it was all okay.
What number
I'm
you
at 1540.
All right, where you at now?
1548.
All right,
49.
All right, we're in sync as far as the count.
What do you want me to do? Do you want me to climb up the wall, come through the window?
Yeah, we are in sync right now. So she hangs up on him because he said, "Let's go to the Winchester," which is the place they always go to.
Yeah,
And-
and he doesn't want to do the same old stuff anymore.
Yeah, so she was basically mad that he didn't book the restaurant like he was supposed to. So now he came to visit.
Liz, can we just talk about this? You know, just go out.
What's the Manchester?
Do you want it?
He's still trying to go. That's like me. What's the typical date that I'm always trying to take us on, babe? Huh? What is the typical date that I'm always trying to just take? Just the movies. She doesn't like me just taking her to the movies, even though I am a damn critic and I get free passes and stuff. She doesn't say no when it's a good movie that she wants to see and I got free passes. But when it's our anniversary, she's like, "Oh, she's too good for Jurassic Park." Chicks, man.
That's another slang
We're
that they
here.
use on holiday with me, or going on holiday. They say it in that way as opposed to
Yeah,
We went somewhere for the
commentating
holidays.
during this movie right here. Have you ever seen Shaun of the Dead, Natalie?
I've seen I started to watch it, but it was really stupid.
She said it was really stupid. That That's the point. It's a
Yeah.
comedy.
Then I just stopped watching it.
Well, we're watching it.
Can you put my hand up for me?
She's too young to understand. She might appreciate it when she gets
You're gonna
older.
put your hair in a what?
Braids.
You're gonna put your hair in braids right here on my channel right now while we're commenting live. All right, so we got braiding going on. Fiance and stepdaughter who thought this movie was stupid. So for all you hardcore Shaun of the Dead fans out there, her name is Natalie, and you can send all your hate mail to mail@t3medias.com. Hashtag why Natalie why.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Natalie is not entitled to her opinion. She thinks she's entitled to her own facts. Doesn't matter
So
if she's wrong.
here's a big bomb. He tries to make up by giving her flowers, but he forgot he left the note on there for his mom.
His mom, yeah, you got the cards mixed up.
Yeah. So he tried to cover it but got busted. And he's dumped.
Dumped it. That's what happens when you don't put a ring on it. That's why I'm able to take her to the movies all the time, because I already got the ring on her. She ain't gonna dump me now. They put it right back to Winchester.
Yep. Gonna drink your sorrows away.
I don't understand that part of the show.
It's like in the beginning of this movie, he's like the zombie apocalypse is happening all around him, and all the signs are there, and he's so stupid he can't see it. Like that guy that was with that woman in the rain, that was probably a zombie like biting the neck of somebody. That probably wasn't even a couple making out. That was probably a zombie killing somebody for all we know. And they haven't noticed anything yet.
Nah, they were making out there, but yeah, it'll come up again later.
That's a real friend right there. No matter how good the girl is, if you're upset, he's supposed to have your back 100%. I forget her, man. She was stupid. Don't worry about it. And then all of a sudden they say all these mean things about him that they've been holding in all the time. And then later on y'all get back together and he's like, hey, congratulations. All right, I knew you were working out.
All right.
He should have a Bloody Mary first thing in the morning. This dude's love advice is like, you seen any interviews, any facts about this movie? Anything interesting about Shaun of the Dead? Are they working on a? You said they're working on a sequel to Hot Fuzz, but they haven't said anything about.
They're working
Shaun.
on a sequel to Hot Fuzz. I think the other reason why they're working on a sequel to Hot Fuzz is because they did interview Simon Pegg, and he said that was one of the
That was the most profitable
best
one out of the three.
movies
Yeah.
that was one of his favorite movies that he filmed.
What's Hot Fuzz?
What was it? It was Shaun of the Dead. Hot Fuzz is a cop movie, or that they did together.
Yeah, he was a cop.
And
then
what was the third one?
In The World's End.
In The World's End. It's considered
kind
a
of,
trilogy in a way. That I mean, they play
school.
different characters every time, but it's all supposed to be in the same like universe. There's a connection.
Right.
It's kind of like what Kevin Smith did, Clerks, Mallrats, and Chasing Amy.
Yeah, but I could be wrong, but I believe that he helped write.
Yeah, he
movie.
said that Simon Pegg helped with the screenplay.
Yeah, he helped with the script on this one, and he helped with the script on Hot Fuzz. I'm not sure about The World's End.
What about that one he did with Seth Rogen when they found the alien? You ever seen that one?
Oh, Paul?
Paul, yeah.
I did see that movie, but I'm not sure if he helped to write that one.
That wasn't considered one of these trilogies, right?
No, that
What's
was
this universe called?
outside.
What's this trilogy called?
The Cornetto?
The Cornetto trilogy?
Like what we call a drumstick ice cream.
I guess. Is that what it's called?
They
like,
call it
like Clerks,
they call
Mallrats,
it
and Chasing
Cornetto,
Amy?
but we call it drumstick.
So for Kevin Smith, those movies are in the View. His company's called View Askew. So that's the View Askew-averse. He was one of the first ones that I remembered having a universe.
Here goes
So
that
are they
couple
zombies
again.
now back there?
Yeah, watch.
Oh damn! she broke his neck.
Yeah, she basically turned into a zombie as they were making.
Like they were making out and just started going at his neck, huh? Yeah, that was the funny thing about this movie, the fact that the zombie apocalypse is all around them, and they just partying and they can't see. Look, all these zombies, they can't.
Yeah, this scene was interesting because they actually did this scene with no music, even though there is music playing. And I'm like, that's kind of tough to do.
Probably gonna break it. And flip.
Second hour away the boards. 4 in the fucking morning. It's Saturday. No, it's not. It's fucking Sunday. And I've got to go to fucking work in 4 fucking hours because every other fucker in my fucking department is fucking ill. And can you see why I'm so fucking angry? Fuck yeah.
Oh, he got bit, didn't he?
Yeah,
I see
they're
that.
about to
Oh,
bring
cut on
that
his.
up.
Yeah, it's cut on his hand already.
So they're about 5 hours ahead of us, 5 to 6 hours, depending on daylight savings.
Is that about the zombie apocalypse come from America or something?
No, I was just making a reference because they said 4 o'clock.
That has
in the
nothing to do with
morning,
this
so it'd
plot.
be about 11 for us.
Let me give me something real fast. You can keep commentating real quick so I can fill the air. So I'm gonna go grab something to drink. Keep the entertainment going. Keep bringing the facts. I'll be right back.
All facts.
Let me know if anything skips.
You fucking life out, mate. Something I had, man. I got mugged on the way home from work. Right. I don't know, some crackheads or something. One of them bit me. Why did they bite you? I don't know, I didn't stop to ask them.
Well, I guess for some people who don't know who Simon Pegg is, he's recently become a pretty good sidekick for Tom Cruise in the Mission Impossible movies. Started with Mission Impossible 3, and he's been in the next 3 after that, part 4, 5, and 6. So those are definitely some good movies to check out if you want to see more of his films.
Do they live in a house or apartment? Well, I think it's an apartment.
So they've been together for 3 years, and still never met his mom. So that's a long.
Is that his
Well,
mom
even though they're
on
split up
the?
now.
Is that his mom on the recording?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did she
that
bring
was
up the
from a
card?
voice recording.
His mom?
Yeah.
No, she said they wanted to meet the girlfriend.
Oh.
They said, could they finally meet her, please?
Mom didn't bring up that sexual card. Like I know I'm your mother and I love you and everything, but I don't think we can do that.
So he just asked for that ice cream right now. So now he's going to the store, and zombies.
Probably
are
all
already
the same
taking
people
over.
are zombies now.
Yeah, everyone that was around him yesterday morning is all
Probably all zombies.
zombied out now.
How does he not notice?
That was the stupidest thing about this movie, the fact that he didn't notice any of that. But if you think about it, those people were acting kind of like zombie-ish. It was probably
So now the streets are like empty.
Well, if zombies were to happen, these would be my preferred zombies to happen. I wouldn't.
these are the easiest killed, the dumbest zombies I've ever seen.
Yeah, I would
remember.
not want World War Z zombies.
Oh yeah, those were the worst. Those were like fire ants zombies. Look at all that blood. He can't see. He's like, it's just a normal day in London.
Yeah, he had a Coke yesterday. Today he's got a Diet Coke.
Is that one back there? I see him.
Look at that drumstick he got. Yeah, now the owner of the shop is a zombie too.
But if you notice how everybody was acting and walking the day before, I guess it would be hard to miss if you're not paying attention.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Just all those dead bodies.
Yeah.
I
He
don't know.
bumps into the bum, thinking he wants change.
Sorry, man. Like, nothing ever happens in this town.
All right.
See, every time he's about to get told something, just click. Even the other channels are trying to tell him.
Right.
There's a girl in the garden. What? In the garden, there's a girl.
Yeah, so this girl that was an employee at a grocery store had some kind of crazy name on her name tag. And I don't know why they did it, but they decided when the film came out, they changed it to where it's easy to
read,
say and pronounce.
Uh,
So that was like a last minute change they did. I forgot what the name was before, but it was weird.
if I remember correctly, when she turns around, I think she's gonna be all messed up, right? It's gonna be undeniable that this is a zombie.
It'll show her name tag, the one they changed it to.
Something-
But they're gonna think she's drunk.
Oh yeah, I remember.
She's so drunk.
She's so drunk. She is so drunk.
Oh my gosh.
2 seconds.
He's gonna go grab the camera.
Seriously, Mary, I'm warning you.
Mary, that's not a weird name.
No, I'm saying originally it was a weird name, but they thought it was too complicated for the movie, so they made it a simple name. So that was, like I said, that was Mary was a last minute change. Her name wasn't originally Mary. But she's made cameos on his other movies. She was in the opening scene of The World's End when they were all sitting around having a talk.
The World's End wasn't about zombies.
No, it was just about
The Rapture or something.
him trying to relive his glory days from high school, and he didn't really succumb to anything like the rest of his friends.
Oh, I remember this guy. He's all calm.
So they go inside and call 999.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that's the 911 in England. 999.
911. Yeah.
It's kind of easier if you think about it. That's one number
Right.
for emergencies. You gotta find the one. You might accidentally hit the 2.
Sit down.
The M1, the M3, the M4. That's what they call their freeways.
Oh my god. Did you not know that they're zombies?
These guys.
The door open again.
Yeah, that was the one from when he went to work that morning.
Oh my.
That was behind him.
The way he screamed. Yeah, yeah. The remote control. Yeah, that should work.
But PlayStation controller.
This reminds me of those old Superman TV shows where the guy would shoot a gun at Superman and bullets bounce off, but the second they would run out of bullets, they would throw little things at him. Superman would duck.
Have you noticed Ed's shirt? I got wood.
I got wood. I like the way he just stands there like he's all powerful, like breathing.
Later on, they'll show the back of his head, and he has a patch of hair missing. That was just kind of a goof to make fun of his hairstyle, even though he wasn't balding in one spot.
Come on, we can take him. But the man said to stay indoors.
Fuck the man. Yeah, you gotta
So
barricade
here's
the
when they
house.
start getting ideas of how to kill the zombies.
Removing the head or destroying the brain.
They got spoons.
Are they missing?
Like, are they missing? You flip that toaster like it was something. These guys can't hit. These are the slowest zombies.
Ew.
Now they're going on to the records.
Why would you go for the records in the first place?
Right.
Oh my.
The Batman soundtrack. Throw it!
Yeah, that was funny.
Directed. Those are the slowest zombies. They had time to go get the records, come back, and decide. Yeah.
This is the next weapon I want to buy myself, but I haven't yet.
They're so inept.
Was that a cricket paddle?
Yeah, it's a cricket bat. That's the Casey Jones weapon. It's a clean weapon.
Beat down. Nobody
I mean,
understands cricket.
I got a baseball bat, but I definitely need to get cricket.
You got to know what a crumpet is to
Bat.
understand cricket. They're getting sprayed, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're good now.
He's just getting his ice cream. Like, thanks for the ice cream, bro.
They're all traumatized.
Yeah, this
eating and
is
drinking coffee.
stress. This is stress eating.
Did you hear him?
What is that?
He said you got red on you.
Yeah, they forgot Pete didn't come down and go to work Sunday.
He might still be annoyed.
He did say he got bit.
Yeah, exactly. I saw that cut on his hand.
By a crackhead.
I got bit by a crackhead. Oh my god. I got bit by a crackhead.
Yeah, they call a cigarette a fag.
Busy is?
Oh yeah, I've been on about watching Clerks. That they call cigarettes. The word for cigarettes is a fag. A pack of cigarettes is called a pack of fags.
Oh, but he kept saying she's engaged.
Yeah, that's what the phone is busy means. She's engaged. Freaking London is weird, man.
It is definitely different on
They
the
spell
slang
color with a
sometimes.
U. They're savages. Bunch of savages. I'm sorry, London. But your new princess
They're the
is
original-
amazing.
They're the original Americans.
No, we're the original Americans. They're English.
That's where white people came from.
That's where white people went, and when they turned from black people from Africa, they became white. God, don't you know history?
No, that's where they came from.
No, they migrated from the cradle of civilization and adapted to the snow and became white.
Oh.
Okay, so that's his mom.
So now they're going over the plan on how to go get. He
Stepdad.
realized he had to pick up his mom. And
Nab mom.
Philip.
Wait, this is the plan, or is this actually happening?
The plan.
No, it's going through his mind right now.
She dumped you. I have to know if she's all right.
Yeah, he's right. If you dump me before the zombie apocalypse, you're on your own, babe. I'm just letting you know.
What's that? Why not? If we hold up, I want to be somewhere familiar.
So they found out that his stepdad's been bit, and so they're not really worried. They thought it was
Not worried about the stepdad at all.
Yeah, so they basically know they're gonna have to kill him, save the mom, and go pick up Liz.
He's carrying her this time. Everybody knows that if the zombie apocalypse ever really happened, all you would have to do is just wait like a day or two. Let the rigor mortis set in. This wouldn't be... I remember somebody else on YouTube said there would be nothing to worry about. Every movie of the zombie apocalypse always shows the zombies overthrowing the military. The military is trained to engage other militaries who have guns. You think that the military would not be able to handle slow-walking, non-weapon carrying zombies? Come on. They say that's the most unrealistic thing in a zombie movie. The military would have it under control in a couple of days.
In America, because we carry a lot of weapons.
Yeah, they mentioned that too. America would be the safest place to be because of all the extra guns all over the place.
Pretty much.
But yeah.
So even though this movie is based on zombies,
but
he doesn't like using the Z word.
Yeah. Just like The Walking Dead, they don't call them zombies.
Yeah, but that was kind of a nod to not make it the typical zombie movie too.
Oh, we look to the right; they're all over there.
Can I drive? Well, why don't you drive this car? I might not get another chance. Okay.
They do all those dramatic little cuts on the Hot Fuzz, don't they? When they
Yeah, Edgar Wright is known to do cut scenes like that.
those little cuts, like washing the hands.
Yeah, he does that.
Wait, Edgar Wright? Wait, Guardians of the Galaxy, Edgar Wright?
No, he was supposed to write. No, that's Tim Gunn, I think.
That's James Gunn. Oh, my bad.
Or James Gunn.
What am I thinking
Yeah,
about?
he was supposed to. They did give him.
Whoa, there he is.
They gave him the heads up for Ant-Man, but he turned it down.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, so basically he became a zombie while taking a shower, getting ready for work.
I guess he tried to wash it off and just died. That's the one thing about this universe that's kind of weird. You could just be walking down the street and then you just instantly turn and you're still on your feet. But in every other zombie movie, you're like you go through a bunch of pain.
I see what you're saying. My bad. Okay, so yeah, that guy who's Pete. Yeah, he played in Guardians of the Galaxy. He was the one giving a description when they initially got.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, that's why I was thinking about Guardians of the Galaxy. That's right.
Yeah, him and John C. Reilly were given a description.
He goes out of his way to push the kid.
I think he died in Guardians of the Galaxy. Spoiler alert.
That's been enough time. Run them over. Dude's butt naked. Get out of my car. So can I drive the car? I might not get another chance.
Yeah, so he's driving on the right side of the road, on the right side of the car, on the left side of the road.
That's the one thing. Oh, that's awesome. That's the one, that body bag scene. That's the one thing I think I would have fun with in England. Driving on the. I've been to countries where you have to drive on the other side of the road.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's just complete opposite of what we do. But that's the American thing to do.
Do you know why? Do you know why England drives on that side of the road and we drive on the other side?
Yeah, I don't think
Why?
Well, back in the day with jousting and horseback riding, and so you notice that whenever you see footage of people jousting, they're usually on riding the horse to the left of the other jouster, because the majority of people are right-handed. So you're gonna hold your jousting stick in your right hand. So when they jousted, they would ride the horse to the left because the jousting stick was to the right, and that carried on into when automobiles were made. So they figured that it was an easier thing for mostly right-handed people to do. We did the opposite over here when we had the automobile, but over there, that's the reason why they're on the left side, because of the whole jousting thing. It just carried on and made sense. That's why they've always ridden on the left side of the road, even before the car was invented, because of the whole jousting thing. Most people are right-handed. We carry our jousting sticks on the right, so we have to be to the left of them. So they stayed on the left. So technically, especially since the automobile was invented in Germany, right? I think the automobile was invented in Germany. Yeah. So technically, they're correct and we're wrong. But if I remember correctly, they drive on the right side in Germany. So we're right. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because you want to control, because the car, you control the car with the stick with the right hand.
Right
so
car and the right side of the road, or even,
I think what makes more sense in America, because we have to control the stick with our right hand. And you control the steering wheel with both hands, so it doesn't matter. So I think
when you
we're
drive
right.
standard in Japan or England, you have to learn how to shift with your left hand.
You gotta shift with your left hand, yeah. But the shifting, the cars, the stick shifts is going extinct, right?
Well, yeah, because a lot of them have, even the pedal shifting was for the luxury exotic cars, but now a lot more vehicles are switching over to the pedal shifting.
That dude's been looking for any excuse to beat the shit out of his stepdad. That's why I keep an eye on Natalie. I know she's trying to beat me to death in my sleep. I'm watching you. So he was bit, right?
Yeah, he was a bit.
But he hasn't turned yet.
Yeah, it's just someone outside, and he thinks it's just a bunch of nut jobs running around on drugs.
Says he thinks it's just a bunch of nut jobs on drugs.
Pretty much.
We had our jabs when we went to the Isle of Wight. It's a lot of overrun drug running wild. Still, I should get them away, just in case they come back.
I'm not going anywhere without Philip.
Mum, look.
So they're pretty big on tea.
Oh yeah, that's a thing. I think tea time in England is what, 5 o'clock?
I don't even know what time. Well, I mean, I know it's usually not after midday, I don't think, which is, I guess if you would consider midday, maybe.
No, it's 5 o'clock.
Oh, 5 o'clock.
What time is tea time? Google faster. We're live, babe.
We're live?
No, we're not live. I'm just recording.
Shaun, sorry, Mum.
3 p.m. to 5 p.m.
3 p.m. to 5 p.m. is tea time in London. Joe, will you be contributing to tea time? Wait. If it's 3 p.m., how many hours is London ahead of us?
I think right now it's about 5 hours ahead.
So it's about what?
No, I was guessing.
It's about what, 3 o'clock in the morning there in London right now?
Yeah, it's about 3 a.m. So when it's 5 o'clock over there, it's about noon.
So in 12 hours, it'll be tea time, which means 10 o'clock in the morning for us is probably tea time. Oh, did he turn? What if he turned into a lichen? What if this was a prequel to Underworld?
4:30 a.m. there right now.
He's got the knife in his hand ready in case he does.
It's just gonna bring him to the car. The dude's a fucking zombie. Why are you bringing him?
His plan wasn't to bring him along. His plan was either to kill him.
Oh, did you hear that? He said, how you've grown. Yeah, you wouldn't believe it.
Yeah, that's another reference. He likes his mom.
He's just hitting on his mom. Yeah, you wouldn't believe it.
So he wrecked the car on purpose so he could drive the Jaguar.
Well, he's gone. He had to put his cigarette away.
Behind you, dude.
This guy just adjusted the seat. No, I
he's
just
ready
adjusted
to
the
go.
seat. Plus, I called shotgun. I called it.
You got bit.
That seemed to be the fastest zombie so far. Wow. You're like, oh yeah, I've been waiting to break the law.
You still got the jewel box. Safety first, Shaun.
Safety first.
Listen, okay, keep moving. If there's any problems, we'll do the whole thing.
Does he even know if Liz is there?
No, he doesn't, because she jumped him.
Behind you, dude.
She's got a hearty forehead, doesn't she? Joe, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
So right here, you can actually see the pole when they lift the window. You can see the scaffold. So it's kind of considered, I guess, a minor blip. See the pole right there?
The pole. What? The pole keeping the
Well,
window
it was
up while he went?
For a split second, it was against the window on the outside.
Oh, to keep it up while he jumped through.
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be there.
Oh, yeah.
In the
to
film.
keep it. It probably kept falling down by itself. They had to prop it up so he can jump through.
Yeah, because he had to stand.
I didn't notice it, so I wouldn't have noticed it until the guy who's seen this movie like 30,000 times.
Yeah. So that was part of the. Yeah, because in the film he's supposed to just climb the wall, but they actually put a scaffold out there so he could climb up there.
Somewhere we can stay alive.
You hear that wailing in the background?
Is it what?
It sounds like wailing in the background, like zombies wailing. Or, ooh.
It is. Once they get to the bar, it does. But yeah, it might be on here too.
I'm sore.
You hurt your leg in soccer?
No, my whole body from lifting weights.
Lifting weights, all right.
So I think they should have stayed at her apartment, honestly, because it's high in elevation, and they probably wouldn't have gotten in. But that's
But
just
then
my
it's hard. But
personal
then it's
opinion.
hard to get out if you need to go out and get supplies.
Yeah, I mean, assuming they didn't have enough supplies there, yeah, that would be a challenge. But of course, his plan is going back to where they've been arguing about this whole time, the Winchester.
This one, right? Once he realizes that this is a zombie apocalypse, he becomes a pretty accurate zombie fighter. I like the way that black zombie extra anticipated the bat and put his hands up.
Yeah, if anything, the zombie apocalypse made him an improving boyfriend.
Oh.
That he had a plan and he executed it.
What's up, Ian?
That dude said the N word.
Oh yeah, he did.
That's why you like this movie so much.
He said it one time.
Oh, don't be racist. Don't be racist.
That was it. I'm not the one who said it. He said it.
I know you enjoy acting like I've never heard y'all say the word before. Come on. It's a pub. It's safe. Even during the zombie apocalypse, he takes it to Winchester. No, Winchester's a city up there, right?
Nah, it's the Winchester. I mean, yeah, I think there is a city in England called that, but it's
either. I think it's either a Scottish or an Irish city. Winchester,
Yeah.
Ireland, or is Winchester, York. And we have New York, but the original is called York over there.
Yeah, they got like a Yorkshire and all kinds of shires.
That's
over
why
there.
ours is called New York, like New England. That means after the zombie apocalypse, we're gonna have a new Texas.
Maybe. So now he's giving him a breakdown of that, you know, he was always proud of him even though he raised him at 13. And that he just, you know, he wanted someone for him to look up to, like a role model. So it wasn't that he was giving him a hard time, he was just, you know, trying to be there for him.
Die?
He's about to.
He's just
And
trying to
he's
go to
like-
heaven. If this isn't. Yeah, that was during the time we mentioned about this is the most diverse Congress in history, and she got in his face and started clapping like real fast or something like.
That wasn't the first one.
Oh yeah, she did it a couple of times.
Oswald also.
Yeah. Man, speaking mostly for inventing the fuck you. All right, I'm trying to watch the movie.
So this is a Ed
She said word.
best friend mess up moment right here.
The mother's like looking left and right, like, wait, what? Let me get out this. Everybody got out the car quick.
So Ed was still mad at Shaun because he just yelled at him and didn't even try to open the door for him.
Yeah, he's
So Liz
trapped.
had to come around and open it.
These people all missing arms. That's some cold blooded. Hey, ain't my dad. But what else you gonna do? You gotta walk it out.
So he's about to bump into the his friend that when he got off the bus earlier. Or from yesterday.
Oh,
I
they're
mean.
tearing that dude up. Look at those boots. It's funny how even during the zombie apocalypse, they're taking time to try to work on their relationship. It's so sweet. During the zombie apocalypse, who would you be trying to help save? Oh, there goes Watson in the background.
And Martin Freeman, he's in the
Look at
Works
the
for
look at the second
Government
guy.
in the Black
Yeah.
Panther movie.
Oh, and I recognize the girl with the purple hat. She's on the TV show with the guy who plays Joey from Friends, a show called Episodes.
Wait, is it just like them, but like switched?
Well, we should scoot. You got some
So if you look at all of
Is,
them,
Natalie just asked a good question. Is this group that they just bumped into, is this like them but kind of switched or something? Who is this?
that's what I was just saying. They're
In
the
last
they're the
one,
opposite of each other.
it's That his friend.
It's the exact same people. You're right. Yeah. You said that were these people introduced earlier, or was this the first time we saw them?
We saw her earlier.
Okay, we
the
saw her
girlfriend,
earlier.
the lady she talked to at the front that Shaun talked to was at the beginning when he got off the bus. But the rest of them were first time.
My stepdaughter now she's over here. She tried to watch this movie earlier and said it was so stupid she couldn't watch it. But now she's like laughing her head
It
off.
was the first part where it was just like
Boring and nothing happening. But you didn't see any of this. That's why you need to listen to my suggestions when I tell you to watch something. You never listen to me.
who's that?
So she bumped into an old neighbor because she kept asking Shaun's mom.
They left her.
Kept asking, doesn't the neighbor live around here?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why she stopped because that was an old neighbor of theirs.
So that was my question earlier. So in a real zombie apocalypse, who are you going to save? Who is your core group?
I gotta save my parents first.
Oh man, don't let Kim hear you say that.
No, I mean Kim and the kids are gonna automatically be with me, of course, but I gotta save them.
No. Let's say the zombie apocalypse started. You're at the office. You're by yourself. Who are you going for first?
I gotta get Kim and the kids first, and then get my parents, and then try to get my brothers.
In that order.
All my other friends live too far away, so I would think
So all my other friends I just call.
I would just call because they got their own family, so they should be all right.
I call Joy. Make sure we secure my stepdaughter Natalie, her sister, brother, and all of them. Make sure if she's alive, make sure she's doing that on their side. Then I would call Margaret. Make sure I would get my kids. And you know the sad thing about being divorced, even during a zombie apocalypse, me and my ex would probably argue over who the kids would stay with. That would be the sucky part. I would probably have to murder her to get my kids to safety. Because I wouldn't trust Margaret during the zombie apocalypse. She's too accident prone. No way. There's no way. I'm just gonna say it right now. I would kill my ex to make sure my kids would stay safe with me. I would rather trust them with me than her, because she would not keep them safe.
Is it clear? No. How many? Lots.
Oh, there's too many out there.
Exactly right.
Even at their slow pace, that's still too much of a crowd to try to handle.
So that location is a real location too, but it's not a bar. It's something else, and the inside of the bar was also constructed.
Did it used to be a bar, and then they changed recently, or was it never a bar? And
No,
they turned it into a bar
It was
for
just
this
something
movie.
that they added. They just added the Winchester name to it.
The
And a
heck
lot
is
of
wrong
the
with that
Simon Pegg
dude?
movies, they just add names to the locations that are not real.
That's all. Shake out. Nice and limber. Or not. Now, take another look at the way he moves. Remember, he's very limp. Almost like sleepwalking.
Are they gonna try to mimic the zombies and get to the bar, right?
Pretty much.
Why
yeah.
is this always the thing to do in a comedic zombie apocalypse movie? Why is mimicking the zombies always the?
Well, it's not even in a comedian zombie. It's across all zombie for some reason.
Well, in The Walking Dead, it makes more sense. They cover themselves with dead blood to because they say that the zombies still have a sense of smell.
Well, I mean, I think Hollywood still has it wrong for some reason. No matter what type of zombies they've come out with, they never mess with each other for some reason.
You think that in a real zombie apocalypse, the zombies would attack each other?
Well, yeah, of course. I think they wouldn't have no.
I think that makes
preference
sense.
on-
I think you're right. I think you're 100% right on that. I don't know
Never
why I've never
said-
thought of that.
They've always made it, even in the serious zombie movies like World War Z, they don't attack.
They always pack. They always have like a sense of. They always have like a sixth sense, like they know who's dead and who's alive. But
Yeah, 28 days later, same thing.
yeah, but you know that even though they've shown zombies eating people who, while being eaten, turn into zombies, and they still keep eating them. So if those organs and stuff and that blood is still good, that means most of these zombies that are walking probably still has good meat to eat. So you're right. Why aren't these zombies attacking each
Yeah,
other at
they
all
just-
times? That's probably another reason why, if the zombie apocalypse were real, that's probably that problem. You know what, Joe? I think you just invented something new in the zombie genre. You
Yeah,
need to make a zombie
I've talked
movie.
about that and talked about it before. I just don't understand why they've never made a movie where
That is
people would make
actually a
movie too
very
short
good
if
question.
they took each other out before taking others out.
Well, that would probably speak to why it would be so easy to take them down, because they probably wouldn't work in herds. They're mindless. Mindless. Something you can't call them mindless if they work in a pack. That indicates, even if it's an enslaved mind, it's still a mind. But if they're mindless, they would attack each other. You're right.
Yeah. So he takes a phone call in the middle of them trying to get away from the zombie. And this is where he loses it with his best friend.
And all you ever do is fuck things up.
It's true.
Never make me look stupid. Well, I'm
Fuck things up and make me look. They got closer. They're just listening. Stop yelling at him.
You say you got another way in?
That's smart.
Get inside.
So he's gonna try to give them the slip, is what they call it. He's gonna distract them while they get in through the window.
This makes no sense. They would still attack those people.
Yeah.
I know the whole
Yeah.
whoever's making the most noise, the zombies follow thing. I understand that, but still, if they have a sense of smell, those guys are just standing there. They're just like casually, like, all right, well, all right. Hey, there's
She
the
finds
flower.
their flowers.
Is that the ones meant for the mom?
Yeah. Because he had thrown them away when him and Liz broke up that night.
The bar is untouched. You said this isn't a bar in real life. This is a what?
This is just like inside the house. This was built inside the studio too.
Oh, this is not a location.
Nah, this is all built up from the studio.
How much time do we have left on it? How long we been doing this? Is like an hour and 7 minutes. We got what, 30 minutes left?
Yeah, this movie's already 75% done.
We're in the third act.
Yeah, this is coming up on the third act.
There's no lights. There's no power. Where are the owners? I'm just... You did that, you twat. Somebody had to do something. I don't know if you noticed back there, but we were in a spot of bother. Somebody has to take control of the situation, and if none of you...
Yeah, it's another one. Spot and bother. That's another term they use.
Spot and bother.
Yeah, kind of like
How can you know that?
a problem, pretty much.
All I know is in for a penny, in for a pound.
Particularly big for being unreliable. A man who did that, you know, a romantic life.
Like television, it's the telly.
This is a pub. We are in a...
By the way, people, if you've been listening to this program for
Even
this long, I want to remind you to please hit the. I want you to like if you like, share if you care, comment to be complimented, and subscribe to the tribe. This is Chris Fagan, T3 Medias.
even the beer they drink, I believe they drink warm, not always, but preferably warm beer or room temperature.
This commentary is being brought to you officially, unofficially by Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, we used to put cocaine in our drink.
Really?
Yes, it's true. Coca-Cola used to have cocaine in it. Look it up. Google it, Mom. Google it.
Google it.
Being shattered, squiggling. Oh, look, hog lumps.
The girlfriend's getting all excited. What is that a bag of?
He says hog lumps, so I'm assuming
Hog lumps? This was nuts?
maybe like corn nuts or peanuts or something. I'm not sure.
Can I reiterate how weird English stuff sounds? Bob's your uncle.
It is different, but I like it. It's interesting.
They spell color with a U. Savages. Uncivilized. And then they look at us like we invented the language you're speaking now. Yeah, but we perfected, okay? We put a little twang in it, all right? We say stuff like what it do.
Liz thought that Shaun had a plan beyond getting to the Winchester, but now his cool points went away again.
Because he just thought, hey, just get to the Winchester, everything. Hey, you got to give him one thing. It is quiet, right?
Yeah.
That's 1 point for him. What? You used to have cocaine in it? When did they stop putting cocaine in Coca-Cola?
It was like 19 something.
1929 was when you could still get cocaine in your Coca-Cola. And they thought that extinction was a myth. Cocaine used to be given to patients like penicillin. Penicillin, excuse me. Like a Band-Aid. I was like, I am a doctor. Would you like some heroin?
So he's going to the back to turn on since the main circuits, or at least the street lighting is on. He figures that the circuits can be flipped, or the breaker can be flipped in the bar and turn the lights back on.
I like the faces that he makes. Oh shit.
Yeah, now he knows what that switch was for.
Yeah, let's just keep that off.
And then someone else is in the office.
Not as safe as he thought it was. Well, they got working on it. I forgot what zombie movie it was, or it was like a behind the scenes thing of one of those zombie movies where the guy was like, I'm trapped in this room, the power is out, no, the power's still working, thank God, and the internet's still working. I don't understand why, but I'm grateful.
So he just asked her for a quid. So that can mean, I think it's just generalizing, it's just slang for money. Because even though she gave him coins,
a quid
in Hot Fuzz, he asked for 20 quid, which was dollars. So I think it just means money in general.
What is a quid? 1.30 US dollars. A quid. 1 quid equals $1.30. It's probably their dollar. Maybe.
Yeah.
It's the pound. But the pound sterling.
Well, you have euro, you have pound.
1 quid is a pound of a pound sterling pound.
So he just turned that machine on, and now they're pretty much surrounding the pub now.
Quid has been in use since before decimalization. In those days, 1 pound equaled 20 shillings, and 1 shilling equaled 12 pennies. So 1 quid was 240 pennies. Bunch of useless facts.
Here comes reference to the queen. This is the bar owner.
It's a slow ass zombie.
And if there's a real zombie apocalypse, wouldn't the zombies be dumb?
They are dumb.
I mean, like slow.
These are the slowest zombies I've ever seen in any movie. Look at that! I have never seen a zombie just take a beating.
he put on a bunch of padding for this.
Yeah,
He really did hit
that's a
him,
bunch of padding,
but he had a bunch of padding on.
and they being careful to only hit him in the shoulder. Is this Queen?
Yeah, I said that earlier. It's a reference to Queen.
I remember this. They used this song on a commercial. I like this song. Oh, it's a party now. They got the strobe lights.
He's like missing every
Oh, you're about to die. Oh, nope, he made it. Are they dancing? They're like dancing to this song.
Give me 2 seconds.
Hit the head. Oh my God, no. Oh my God. You know he's going to be mad as hell.
We're supposed to shoot him like
Aw, they messed up the jukebox. You know how mad I would be at her when she hit me in the head with that dart? Oh my God.
Yeah, that's gotta hurt. So they were arguing through the whole movie on whether that was a real gun, and they just found out.
I guess they always wonder whether or not that thing was loaded, huh?
Yeah,
Ew.
but not if it was a real gun or not. But that's a Winchester that they're holding. That
Don't
he's
they have the
holding
Winchester in the in PUBG?
Yeah, actually,
Takes
it
it
is.
takes the 45s, right?
Yeah.
I think you should do it.
We should all do it. We're going to find people on that go. None of us have any real experience, okay? Now, we've only got 29 bullets. We've only got 29 shells. We really need to work together on this. I need someone to help me reload, everyone else to look at. Bertrand Russell once said, the only thing that will redeem mankind is cooperation. I think we can all appreciate the relevance of that, man. Yeah, give it extra cold.
He quoted a beer.
Let's go. Hey, give us some shells.
All the rest of this part is all new to me. I don't think I ever finished this movie.
So here's another spoiler alert.
After all these years, nothing's a spoiler, really. She got bit.
Yeah, so back at the neighbor's house, the reason why she got left behind was because she thought the neighbor was human. They got into a scuffle and he wound up biting her. But she didn't want to tell Shaun because she didn't want him to worry. It's a deep bite.
Ooh.
What to say? I thought Shaun would be worried.
Miss!
Play back to the stage.
No, it sucks.
Yeah, he hasn't played any PUBG. He's been playing nothing probably but Fortnite.
Dude, just walk straight up to him, point blank, and shoot. Jeez.
Yeah, or at least line up your shot.
Okay, David, Diane, let's block up this window. Yeah, take a look first. What is it? What's wrong?
Shaun, I'm so sorry.
What's wrong?
I didn't want to be a bother.
I don't understand.
Man in his pajamas.
I thought you'd be upset. Mom, you understand what this means, right? I gotta throw you outside. Well, is he gonna become the marksman of the year?
Yeah, so David, which is the guy who's holding the gun now, he's always had a run-in with Shaun because he's had a thing for Liz, Shaun's girlfriend. And so this is where their confrontation comes up between them, or their animosity comes up in between them.
No mom jokes from the roommate this time.
Nah, he was upset because he did care for her.
We have to deal with her.
For Christ's sake.
She's gonna come back. She's not going anywhere. Well, she'll change. She's my mum. She's a zombie. Don't say that. Move aside. I'm gonna count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Stop putting that gun on my mum.
Shaun, come on down.
Stop putting that gun on Barbara.
They don't exaggerate things.
Exactly.
This isn't exactly fair.
Yeah. It's okay.
Please, can we stop?
Dang, you got the corkscrew.
Look, Lizzie, she's gonna change. You know I'm right. And when she does, she'll come back and she'll kill all of us. That's what your ex can't seem to realize. That's what this is about, isn't it? He doesn't like me. He's always hanging me and now he wants to shoot my mom. She's not. They never thought I deserved her, that I was good enough. What are you talking about? Oh, come on. We all know you're in love with Liz. That is not true. Yes, it is. That is not true.
Yes, it is.
It's a little true. Might be.
Only hung out with me.
Even David's girlfriend admits it. Her right there.
Pieces. I'm coming up to terms with that, Dad. Why can't you?
Lizzie, I want you to know that my feelings for you have always been essentially.
Please, there's slightly more pressing matters at hand here.
I know the one who's being unreasonable, Pegg. For Christ's sake, she's not dead. She's finished. For a hero, you're quite a hypocrite. You're the one that's gone from being a chartered accountant, John Heston. I know it's a chartered accountant. So how you look like one? Yeah. I'm an actor. You're a twat. Yeah. She's not your mum anymore. In a minute, she'll be just another zombie. Don't say that. Well, you should be dead, man.
Please, can we just calm the fuck down? Now, I can see what David is
Wow.
Thank you, Lizzie.
because he is being a twat.
Every time he said the zombie, you're like, don't say that. He didn't deny that it was true. He just said, don't say it.
Yeah, he didn't want to use the Z word.
Get the corkscrew and just jam it in the back of her head like they do on The Walking Dead. That's the way you handle it.
I don't want to hear this.
There she is.
Just come back.
Yeah, that would be tough. I don't think I would want anyone else to shoot my mom if she was a zombie but me.
Too sentimental. I would have blew her head off. That is a virus that's
Yeah, I mean,
controlling
I would be the one to do it though. I couldn't let someone else do it.
Nah, you did too sentimental. I'd have blew her head off right in front of you. I think you bring honor to them by killing them like that because you don't want them walking around bringing shame and dishonor to what they actually really were, because the longer they walk around dancing inside, that shell.
He would have shot. He
He
would have
would've
shot
killed him, yeah.
If there was still bullets.
Nobody. He actually, that was attempted murder. Just let him go.
What do you mean, we?
What do you mean, what do I mean, we?
Opening that door now will be very, very simple.
So now he's all upset and he wants to run away.
After everything he's represented.
Finish! Shaun didn't ask you to come here. You came for the same reason that I did, because you didn't know what else to do. Now get away with that door this instant! Say it!
too close to that window, bro.
Shaun.
That's a bad way to go.
Yeah, he's gone.
No.
They took the legs.
All right, so here's a. You want a fact for this scene?
What was that?
So the girlfriend Diane goes out there to save him for some odd reason. Well,
Oh dear.
she obviously loves him, so she tries to save him, and she actually survives.
That's not a fact. That's just a spoiler.
No, I mean she climbs up a tree and survives from the
That's still a
zombies that
spoiler.
way.
You're still spoiling.
Huh?
Terrible shot.
You're still spoiling.
Well, it's a.
It's an old movie. I
Short,
know.
they
It's
did-
not. It's I don't believe that after this many years, you can call it a spoiler.
Well-
But
Well, they don't show her anymore, and that's the last you ever see of her. But she basically survives by climbing a tree.
is that the roommate?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Pete.
How the hell did he make it all the way down there? There was any excuse to get a naked zombie in the way. Oh wow, they got the friend. Oh, he's gone.
And there goes Ed. So he gets bit by Pete, the roommate, and the owner of the bar's
the
wife.
right thing to do right there would have been to kill his friend right there while he was getting eaten, so he wouldn't suffer. Think they're gonna try to have sex like right there on the spot? That's the funny thing about it. There's so many of them.
They do use that beer a lot in the movies, right there. That little green label. Grosch. It's like I think it's Dutch beer.
Yeah. That was actually pretty smart. Kept them back.
Except for the shells being on there.
Punk. Oh shit, there she is. That was lucky. See, this reminds me of that original Night of the Living Dead. When that black and white movie with hiding all in that basement.
Oh, the original zombie movie.
Yeah. Notice that the more and more the movie goes, it gets a tad more serious.
Yeah.
Let's go to Winchester. Whose fucking idea was that? Man, I think Bob's this up. Oh, yeah, Liz. I couldn't save us. You know, I couldn't save Di or David. I couldn't even save my mum. I'm useless.
Yeah, dude, you blew it.
What are you talking about?
Talking about how he couldn't save his own mom and all that. And I was like, yeah, dude, you blew it.
Oh yeah.
Suppose we could, take a few of them out for standing line.
I don't like being eaten.
So now they're trying to figure out how they're gonna kill each other.
I'm like, I'll shoot all y'all, and then I'll try to live as long as I can. That would be my plan.
Yeah, it's flatmate. It's not roommate.
Cause they live in a flat.
Yeah, it's not an apartment. They live in a flat.
Flat, yeah. An elevator is called a lift. So freaking weird, man.
So even though she was giving him crap, she actually smoked herself.
Yeah, well, man, women are hypocrites. Telling him not to smoke. In that situation, all the rules should be, you know, out the door. I mean, like smoking, anal, all that.
Oh yeah, rubbish.
Yeah, instead of garbage, it's rubbish. And what's that other saying? What's all this then?
Mm-hmm. Gives them one last gas to go.
That's that zombie fart.
So he's basically telling his best friend goodbye.
Yeah, through his asshole.
So I guess another, well, maybe fact was the wrong word earlier, but another tidbit is when they get to the surface, Chris Martin from Coldplay makes a cameo in the background as a zombie.
You gotta point him out.
I'll show him. It's gonna be by the telephone booth. Right down the right. See him?
Walking?
Yeah, walking towards the booth. He
From
was filming
Coldplay,
a concert, I think, or he was doing a concert nearby, and he wanted to be a part of the film.
Dang, he just ran over a bunch of them. That's the British military. Uh-oh. Mow him down, mow him down. What if they accidentally hit them? I think that they were zombies. Did this just hit twins? Did she just hit twin zombies?
Yeah, they were the ones earlier when they first arrived to the pub. So I think she's the sole survivor out of her group, and then you know them two survive.
So technically their group did better.
Yeah.
She's the sole survivor from her group. If they should do a Shaun of the Dead, and they should do it from her point of view. What was her name?
Yeah. I'm not sure if they gave her name.
The girl from the other group. Fawn. There'll be Fawn of the Dead.
Oh man, I didn't even catch her name.
Joy thinks it's Fawn. Z Day.
You could probably find it on the credits.
deceased retained their primal instincts make them ideal recruitment for the service industry. Whilst proving themselves useful in other roles,
Fucking putting up grocery carts.
Yeah, they basically give some of them jobs. They put them in shows.
Oh, you have jobs. You know they're not paying them.
At the time, people would think something wrong with it, but he's my husband, you know. I still love him. I've still got the ring on my finger, Trisha.
you go to bed with it.
You go to bed
Yeah,
with it.
that was
I don't let him eat me out. Is it Yvonne? Was it Jessica Himes? Yvonne? Is that her? Yeah, no, Yvonne. It was her name.
Yvonne was her name.
Yeah, I think that's it. Jessica Hines. Yeah, I think that's her. Yvonne of the
So they
Dead.
they move into the spot. They clean it up, and now they have plans every day.
Can I have 2 sugars, please?
Ooh, lectures.
Actually, I might pop into the garden for a bit.
Shaun of the Dead as told by Yvonne.
2 seconds.
In 2004, Shaun of the Dead.
And so look, he's going to the garden for a bit.
He's gonna still play video games.
Player 2 has entered the game.
He kept his best friend as a zombie.
Does he still know how to play?
Kinda. He's teaching him.
Hey, you said during is it during the credits we'll see old girl survived in the tree?
No, it wasn't in the credits. It was just a short film.
Oh, so that's it.
Maybe
It's
not even
over,
a
huh?
short film. It was more of a short story that they.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. It was like a fact or like a tidbit. that
There
you
is some
read up on it.
there is some post online called Yvonne of the Dead. I guess you know they're showing the movie from her point of view. You call it
Yeah,
Yvonne of the.
they
There's
did
a
some short
Facebook page.
stories or some. Yeah, they did some short stories on this film about some extra dialogue. I guess you could call them cutscenes that, or maybe things that never came into play, but you know they still wrote them up.
Yvonne Shaun of the Dead actress. Yeah. All right, man. Well,
What you think?
That's yeah, that's funnier than I remember, man. That was way better than when I remember the first time. I don't think I gave it much of a chance the first time I watched it, but I'm glad I checked it out again. I can see why it's your favorite.
This is a little bit longer movie, but that's a pretty good movie too.
Now let's see if they're gonna do Yvonne of the Dead. That's what they need to do. There's your sequel right there. To see it all from her point of view, that'd be funny as hell.
From her side.
Yeah, but it's probably been so many years now, man. It's too long. It's too late for all that. But it's funny to have it in the background. Yvonne's mum. They even have her credited in there. That's crazy. Chris Martin as himself. Keith.
Since they already have Hot Fuzz, I already know how Hot Fuzz 2 is gonna. It's pretty much gonna pick off how the first one ended. Which,
I don't even remember watching that. These movies I've probably only seen bits of it. But that's it, guys. Appreciate you listening to throughout the whole commentary. If you did, just checking out what we thought about it. I was able to watch this movie for it's not the first time, but it's the first time I've ever finished it. I never knew how it even ended. That was kind of crazy. But yeah, like I said before, appreciate all everybody who listened. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, like if you liked it, comment for a compliment, share if you care, subscribe to the tribe. Until next time, guys, peace out. Thanks, Joe. Let's get on that PUBG.
Later.
Till next time, peace. Whoa, hey, before I forget, I'm not even wearing the same clothes. Doesn't even matter. Movie magic. Thanks for watching the video all the way to the end. Like if you like, share if you care, comment for a compliment, subscribe to the tribe, and if you want to know more about how you can send me a message and be a part of We Got Your Mail, that's coming up right here. Check this out.